How you going? I'm Mr. Longreaves. Going to be talking today about dreadlocks, so let's get into it. First thing I'd like to say about dreadlocks is they're pretty cool. I have them, so clearly that makes them cool because I'm Mr. Longreaves. Now, dreads are different for everyone. Some people get them done professionally, other people, like me, get them done kind of more just natural, let them grow, and just kind of twiddle and fiddle with them a bit. Some people like to get right into them and make proper ones look good, but yeah, not everyone does. Now, there's a few associations with dreadlocks. People think that we're a bit lazy sometimes, but that's not true, because just because we don't brush our hair doesn't mean we're lazy. Then there's some other things, like people think that they're dirty because they heard some story about there being bugs in dreads, but bugs don't actually like dreads, believe it or not, and not even nits do. So yeah, we don't get a lot of nits. There was a story once about someone getting their dreads cut off, and that there was spiders in there ready to bite the guy after he got him cut off. But that's not true, because I looked it up and there was not one article that was actually about it. So it's like an urban myth. That's what I reckon anyway. So some of the things that happen with dreadlocks is people can judge you. I've had a security guard follow me once because I had dreadlocks. Thought I was going to steal something. But that was pretty dumb, because I don't steal stuff. Also, people always ask me, how long did it take to grow? Well, I've had mine for about 13 years. Well, maybe 11 years, because the first couple of years was just no dreads. But you've got to have hair to turn into dreads. So yeah, maybe just 11 years I've actually had dreads. You might, some people get them really long and others just have them short. Some have them thick and others have them thin. And all of those are cool, because it's really up to the person. So there's different things that people think about dreadlocks. Some people think that we're lazy if we have dreadlocks, like I said before. Or some people think that we're smoke stuff. So if I walk around somewhere like Indonesia, I get asked if I want to buy stuff for smoking a lot. People think that, we are just kind of poor sometimes and we don't have a lot of money. But some people with dreadlocks drive Lamborghinis. Yep. Other people with dreads have really cool cats. And some people with dreadlocks have really good jobs, like teaching year 11 students. They're usually the really cool ones, because not everyone with dreads is cool. Another thing about dreads is people think that people with dreads are lazy. I already said lazy. Another thing people say about people with dreads is that we're heaps chilled, and I'd have to say, yeah, a lot of us are. But I've also had a guy swerving behind me, getting all angry in the traffic, and he had dreads. Yeah, he wasn't very chilled. So that's, again, another stereotype, but not all stereotypes are true. So dreadlocks have been around for thousands of years. There's people who have found dreadlocks, evidence to support dreadlocks in India about 3,000 years ago. There was a guy in the Bible about several thousand years ago who had dreadlocks. His name was Samson. He had 7 of them. Africans have dreadlocks, so it's not just Africans or African Americans or Jamaicans. People just think of Bob Marley. But people from cultures all over the world have had dreads, so it's kind of cool to be white and have dreads too. And then I think another thing that often people say is that we look like the John Butler trio, and that's not true, because I don't play an instrument, so that means I'm not John Butler, but he cut him off anyway, so that kind of goes up the creek. Anyway, so that's my talk on dreads. And yeah, one thing, don't ever ask someone with dreads do you like dreads? Because clearly they do, because they have them.